Welcome to Story Kids!
Welcome to our cozy Storytime channel. Let's start our magical bedtime story. Are you ready for an adventure?
Once upon a time, in a cozy cave high up in the mountains, lived a little bear named Benny. Benny was a very good boy. He liked to play all day with his friends, the chipmunks. And when it was time for bed, he would snuggle into his cave bed made of soft moss and sweet dreams. But one night before going to sleep, Benny had an idea. "I'm tired of eating berries and fish," he said to himself. "I want something different for a snack." So he decided that tonight he would look for something new and exciting to eat. As soon as the moon rose and the little chipmunks went to bed, Benny quietly left his cave. He walked through the forest looking for something yummy to snack on. He sniffed at some colorful mushrooms, but they didn't smell very good. Then he came across a little girl's picnic basket by a tree. It had a big red bow on top. Now, Benny knew it wasn't polite to steal, but the delicious smells coming from inside the basket were too tempting. He tried to be quiet, but as he reached for the basket, a twig snapped under his big furry paws. The snack was gone in a flash. When Benny looked around, he saw a little girl sitting on a log nearby. She had a big smile on her face and was clapping her hands. "You scared me, Mr. Bear," she said. "But how did you know I had a yummy snack in my basket? Did someone tell you?" Benny felt a little embarrassed. He had never been caught stealing before. He thought for a moment. "Well, actually, it wasn't very nice of me to take your snack without asking, was it?" he said. The little girl nodded her head. "Yes, it was not nice. But now that you've finished my snack, how about we share a nice bedtime story instead?" Benny thought this was a great idea. He loved stories. So the little girl sat down on the grass and began to tell Benny a story about a princess who lived in a castle made of candy. Benny listened very carefully. He learned that the princess was sad because no one in the kingdom liked to play with her. They thought she was too sweet. So the princess spent all her days making candy for her little friends, dreaming that one day they would like to play with her. Benny listened as the princess made candy castles and candy swings and candy slides, all for her friends. But every time she asked them to play with her, they ran away. Then one day a brave knight came to the kingdom. He wasn't scared of the princess's sweetness. He liked sweet things, too. He went to the candy castle and asked the princess if she would like to go on an adventure with him. The princess and the knight rode on candy swings over rivers of chocolate and sailed on marshmallow boats under bridges made of caramel. They had so much fun. After hearing the story, Benny understood that the princess wasn't too sweet. She just needed a friend who liked sweet things. Just then, the moon rose higher in the sky and Benny started to get sleepy. Thank you for the story, he yawned. And thank you for not being angry at me for eating your snack. It's all right, Benny, the little girl said. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now let's go. We're going to have so much fun together. Benny was very happy to make a new friend. As they walked through the forest, they talked about all the fun adventures they would have. And Benny couldn't help but feel sleepy. All that walking and talking made him very tired. They arrived back at Benny's cave. This is where I live, he said. It's very cozy and comfortable. It looks like a wonderful place to live, Benny, the little girl said. Well, I should go home now. My family will be worried if I don't come back soon. Will you be my friend, Benny? She asked. Of course, said Benny. I'll see you tomorrow for another adventure. And with that, Benny the bear gave his new friend a big hug goodbye before trotting off to bed. He snuggled into his moss bed and dreamed of candy castles and new friends. From that day on, Benny the bear was never lonely again. He had a friend who loved to share snacks and stories, and that made him the happiest little bear in the whole wide world.
Thank you for watching, little dreamers. We hope you love the story as much as we loved sharing it with you. If you enjoyed the adventure, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss a magical bedtime story. And leave a comment to tell us what your favorite part was. Sweet dreams, and we'll see you next time for another magical tale. Good night.